Oscars are coming up. It is my favorite day of the year, other than Christmas. Other than Christmas, more than my birthday, don't tell Ann, but more than my anniversary. The Oscars is my favorite day of the year. And, for a long time, people always have ideas and theories about, should there be new categories? I think the last time there was a new category was 2001, 2002, 2003, when they introduced the best cop-out category, best animated feature. And I don't mean that as disrespect to animation. I'm saying they disrespected animation because it was a cop-out for them because they just didn't want to have to deal with the issue that some of the best pictures of the year were animation, and they didn't want to put animated films in the best picture category, which is bull, but whatever. Well, now an announcement came out from the Academy today, looking like they are introducing a brand new category that will get kicked off at the 2026 Oscars, and that is Best Casting. This comes to us from Variety, and Variety writes the following. The Oscars are casting, get it, a wider net. The Board of Governors of the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences announced pleasant surprise Thursday morning by creating a new competitive Oscar category for Best Achievement in Casting. It will begin at the 98th annual ceremonies for films that are released in 2025, which means the 2026 Oscars. This is the first new category created by the Academy since 2001 for Best Animated Feature. The Casting Directors Branch was formed officially in July of 2013 and has nearly 160 members. Whenever the topic of the potential of the Oscars introducing new categories comes up, two usually get brought up. One, a lot of people feel there should be one for Best Stunts, and the other is Best Casting. I have always believed that while it's a nice idea to have one for Best Stunts, it's just not practical because Academy members can't vote on that. They would literally have to be on set of the movies to see what goes into a stunt, which things were stunts, which things weren't. Like every other category in the Oscars is something that the Academy and voting members can just sit down and watch on the screen and make a determination. But they would have to be there. So I don't know if they're ever going to be able to get around to putting in a Best Stunts thing, although the stunt work in movies absolutely deserves to be adored and recognized. I just don't know how they could do that at the Oscars. But casting is another thing because casting is so vital to a movie. Because before an actor can get out there and give the best performance they can, you need somebody professional who can go over the script, work with the director, and figure out who would best fit this, who would best bring this to life. And it's not just for one role. It's for a lot of roles in all these different movies. And I think it's about time that casting becomes recognized. Now, Chris, we've talked also before about whether the Oscars should also introduce what the SAG has, a Best Ensemble Cast. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is seen as kind of a surrogate of that or not, but I like the addition of Best Casting. How do you feel about it?
Oh, I think it's an absolutely brilliant move and one that we needed for a long time. Just even if you were not into the awards circuit, even if you were not somebody who follows these, Academy caliber films, if you were your average going moviegoer, you owe so much to casting. If you love Marvel movies, those all came together beautifully because of the hard work and dedication of Sarah Finn, who made sure these casts were fabulous for that first phase and continued on. We wouldn't have Robert Downey Jr. in here probably if she and Jon Favreau hadn't been like, you know what? He'd be great. Especially because he wasn't really on that upward trajectory still, even though he had an amazing movie like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, like even though he had a very storied career, he had some troubles in the past and they took a chance on him. They took a chance on people who were unknowns, like Chris Hemsworth, right? Like Tom Hiddleston, all kinds of people. So those folks in there, Allison Jones, who if you watch sitcoms, you have these ensembles because of her. Everyone on The Office is because she handpicked those people. She'd been auditioning Jenna Fisher for years and years and years and finally went, oh my gosh, this role is perfect for Jenna. I'm so glad I get to do this. Casting really champions actors, and I don't think we as movie fans, TV fans, do enough to really appreciate what they do. And so it's really exciting to see something like this in here. To your point about stunts, we've talked about this before on the show too. It's hard to quantify that because great stunt work is seamless. We don't notice when it's the stunt folks.
That's what I mean by when I say the voters would literally have to be on the set of the movies in order to even be able to vote.
Oh, yes, excellent. Plus, editing obviously comes into play too. But our stunt performers are so wonderful as well. But I think this is absolutely a step in the right direction and what we need to see more of.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode,
MasterClass. Everyone, it's a new year, so picture that thing that you've always wanted to learn. Now, picture learning it from a person who's literally one of the best in the world at it, and that's what you get with MasterClass. This year, learn from the best to become your best with MasterClass. Don't just talk about improving, MasterClass helps you actually do it. Because MasterClass offers over 180 world-class instructors, so whether you want to master negotiation with Chris Voss like I did, think like a boss with Martha Stewart, or learn the art of storytelling from the man himself, Neil Gaiman, MasterClass has you covered. Because with MasterClass, you get unlimited access to intimate one-on-one classes with the world's best. At MasterClass, there are over 200 classes to pick from, with new classes being added every month. And if you're a viewer of the John Campea Show, you probably love movie making, storytelling, television. So you would be totally interested in things like screenwriting from Aaron Sorkin, learn developing original TV series from Stranger Things' The Duffer Brothers, or maybe you like the music side of movies, well, you can learn film scoring from Hans Zimmer. And right now, our listeners will get an additional 15% off an annual membership at masterclass.com/Campea. Get 15% off right now at masterclass.com/Campea. masterclass.com/Campea.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think? Do you think this is a good move to introduce this category? I think this is a really good one, and maybe one that should have been there a long time ago. Maybe there's some others you guys can think of. Whatever you guys think, jump into the comments section and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.